Looking to save some money on those bundles, man, go over to muttreserve.com today. New sponsor here on the channel. Use code DOCTOR to save 15% off your order. I really appreciate the support. Enjoy today's video. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome back to another video, man. Thank you so much for joining me for today's video. Gonna give you a full mini scheme, not the full scheme. If you want the full scheme, come check me out on Patreon, man. I promise you it's the hardest I've ever worked on an ebook, the longest I've ever spent. We got defensive heat over there as well, new dime 146 blitz screaming, but if not, no big deal, man. Still love making these YouTube videos for you guys. I really do appreciate the support, getting new subscribers every day. Last video is killing it. Last Saints mini schemes video is killing it, so I'm gonna do another Saints mini scheme straight out of the ebook for you here today. And then let me know, man. I've took up a lot of time making that ebook, but now I will have more time to spend back on YouTube. So let me know what team you want to see next. The mini scheme videos seem to do the best for me here, so I love to do the mini scheme videos for you. Let me know what team you want to see a mini scheme out of next. I'll get in the lab it up and make a video for you. Hopefully here in the next couple days, going to start posting more here on YouTube as well. So I appreciate you watching, man. Let's dive into the Saints mini scheme. Alright guys, it's really hard to decide. I mean, there's 60 plays, so I guess I just gotta pick and choose, but there's so much good money, so much good heat in the Saints playbook again this year. But for this video, I'm gonna give you two formations, one shotgun formation and one under center formation with probably my second favorite run. So I'm gonna hook you up with probably the second best run in the Saints playbook this year. First run is just so glitchy that I promised Patreon that I would keep it exclusively for them, especially because I personally don't want to see it go meta and have to deal with it every time I play online. So let's just start with the under center, the weak close flex formation. We'll just go against random here. First and foremost, don't have to waste too much time. Just going to show you the run. It's the inside zone, probably the second best run in this whole playbook. You just flip it to the left side here, and the blocking is incredible. And you could bounce it outside pretty easily, make your reads. You could cut it back right if you need to. So that's a really good run. Inside zone, weak close flex. Just know you flip it to the left, and with that fullback right there, just does absolute wonders with the blocking on this play for whatever reason. Of course, there's ways to slow it down, but mix in the passes out of this formation I'm going to give you, and that play is absolutely money. So let's dive into the second play. Alright fellas, next play, same formation, bench, weak close flex. This play is called bench flat. I like to throw in a receiving back at the fullback position, and I'll show you why here. We're actually going to send him on a route. We're going to send him on a streak. We're going to block Chubb. We're going to in route and smart route X, just like this. And then get creative with it. You can kind of make up your own route combos and obviously mix it up throughout the game. But my favorite thing to do is you can smart route circle. That takes this corner out to a full 10 yards where it starts at about 8. So it just gives a little bit further downfield, which is nice. And then what I like to do is flat route square and then motion them to the left. And I'll give you two versions of this play, but this is one of them. When you flat route him instead of the out route, it seems to make an easier read. They can kind of bait you easier this year. If he's on an out route, it's kind of harder to tell. It takes too long, in my opinion, to tell which one's going to get open if he's playing the hard flats. So I like to just flat route him and then motion him out to the left. And then the delayed dig to X is nice, coming late if everything else is covered. But between square and circle, you should get one open. If not, triangle kind of sneaks out to a unique part of the field. You can hit him on a possession somewhere in there. Obviously the read there was probably the corner route, and obviously don't be afraid to hit square on his motion quickly. That's going to be open almost all the time because nobody really is utilizing hard flats. So you can hit him like on his way out there and rack it. That was pretty close little too close for comfort. That was man defense, it looked like, but you get the idea. If it's a zone, you can hit that as he's on his way out. So let's move on to the next play, or the next setup, I should say, with bench flat. And what we're going to do here now is we're actually going to streak square. We're going to use hunt on that out route, or you're receiving back on that out route. Still block the running back and still delay dig X. So you have a nice levels concept, little table concept between triangle and X. But now we're going to motion Beckham out to the left. What happens here, I don't know if it's because the streak on the inside, but basically any type of zone, it seems to get really open. Circle seems to get really open unless you have like a really elite ability guy there on the outside. Then I'd be a little bit careful. But Rays, you know, or any type of really good receiver in MUT should get pretty wide open against most zones unless he's playing underneath. But we're just streaking square, out routing triangle, delay dig X, and just watch for circle. And then man defense, you're gonna have such a speed advantage with hunt. He turns into like a speed out, and then X will also beat man defense. And then depending on what type of zone he's in, but you always have like this window right here with that streak to that slot receiver. The linebacker, especially this year, the linebackers just don't play that well, so you can low pass it just like that and hit square. That's kind of more your risky throw. Wait for him to really start using underneath, and then you could hit that square route all day. I kind of save that for later in the game, especially if I need like a 3rd and 10 or something like that. But circle is going to be your money route. Triangle is going to be a really good route. So this looks like man. We're going to have a little speed out here to hunt. And then what happens is square and circle kind of turn into like a little blocker. So it's kind of like a makeshift screen to triangle. But just out route triangle, streak square, motion back into the left, block your running back, and delay dig X. Let's make your reads. And then I have one more play for you, probably my favorite play, especially when you mix it in with the motion from the last play, the PA boot shot. You could run this play stock with Hunt at that fullback position. It's a really good play. He kind of slips out. You can carry out the play action. Carrying out the play action is nice when you mix it in with the inside zone. But if I'm not carrying out the play action and running it stock, there's two main things I like to do. And I'm kind of overwhelming myself because there's so many possibilities with this play. I'm probably going to have to expand more on it on Patreon. But I'm going to give you, for the sake of this video, I'm going to give you two setups that are really good nonetheless. Block the running back twice. What we're going to do is wheel triangle. We're going to drag X, and we're going to motion circle out to the left. So it's the same motion as the last play. Circle is going to smoke basically every coverage. It should be cover 4 for like a one-play touchdown. So let's just show it once here. Just get through your progression. Square and circle play really good off of each other. Cover 6, it's going to be for a one-play touchdown apparently. But I absolutely love this setup because, you know, the last play we're attacking him to the left with the corner out to Beckham, same motion. Now we're going right. Wheel the fullback, you know, your receiving back that's in the fullback position, triangle, put him on a wheel route, block the running back, and drag X. This is one setup. We'll show it one more time, and then we'll move on to the next setup out of this play. And then the only other thing I like to do out of this play is leave X on his stock route, on that nice little corner route to the tight end. That'll beat cover 2. That'll beat man defense if you have a good receiving tight end. And then I like to smart route circle, do the same motion, block the running back twice, and now we're going to streak triangle. What happens here is I find it like match. This will completely break match, and triangle will get open for a touchdown, like cover 3 match. If not, it's just really good flood concept between all those 3 routes going to the right, and then triangle just kind of sneaks up the middle, and you could hit him in between a lot of different coverages. But it's just a really good levels concept. You have 3 different levels. He's not going to be able to use all of them. One of them is going to break or beat every zone in the game. So one more time, block the running back, streak triangle, smart route circle this time, leave X, do the same motion here, and just make your reads. You can still hit circle there in the middle. I don't know what that was. I missed the possession. But we'll just show this one more time. And one other thing you can do is don't motion Beckham. Kind of leave everything tight. Still drag X. And have that wheel route going to the outside of that kind of bunch. And that'll kind of get open to the outside. When you leave everything tight, it'll kind of break the zone. So that's kind of like just a slightly different variation of the first setup. But the second setup is leaving X, streaking triangle, smart routing circle, and doing the same motion. So that's that. Let's move into the shotgun plays. Alright fellas, this is an absolute cover 3 bomb. This is something I ran into online, labbed it up. I record every game, so it's something I did run into, so I didn't necessarily invent this play, but it is a similar concept to last year. I did overlook this formation though until I ran into this guy, and he was absolutely shredding me with this. So I'm going to give you the Salem pivot cover 3 bomb, and all it is you got to be on the left or the right hash, I'm sorry, and then that left receiver, the triangle receiver, you got to have your fastest receiver there for speed, and you'll see why. But it's real easy. As long as you're on the right hash, all you have to do is streak triangle and put X on an in route. I also like to drag X sometimes in smart route circle. That works too. But to make it easy, just in route X, streak triangle. As long as you're on the right hash, the deep third blue on that side goes for the corner route for some reason and lets Beckham slip free wide open over the top. And I think this controller's messed up. I should have been able to rack that, but you saw the bomb. Streak triangle, in route X, slide left if you need to, and just wait for that deep third blue on that side to come down for that corner, and you get a wide open tutty to Beckham. And then you can slow this down. You can counter this with just playing the sticks on defense, but guess what? If he plays the sticks on defense, we'll show you what happens. Oops, play the sticks on defense. That will leave square wide open on the corner. He will go for the triangle receiver. The deep third will follow him, and you'll have square wide open underneath. So that's Salem pivot, 1 play TD against cover 3. And the only other play I like out of here, or I mean, inside zone is really good. PA read's actually pretty good. But the last play for this video is called fade out, and this is kind of a universal coverage beater, so I'll just run it against random here. And what I like to do here is put square on a curl route. That's a really good route this year to beat man. You can low pass it and bullet it. Really hard to stop unless he's got a zone underneath you. And then I like to just in route X and smart route circle. And then if you have time, you don't have to, but you can motion circle in a little bit just to keep it tighter. They play off of each other easier, better, and it's easier to read, in my opinion. Kind of watch triangle. Man defense, you're going to be able to hit square underneath. Cover 2, you should be able to bullet that outside to the fade route. Cover 3, there's a small window to hit the fade as well, but cover 3, you should have X wide open underneath or circle on this post route. But just in route X, block the running back, smart route circle, motion him left if you have time, and then just curl square. Right here you should see an opportunity to hit it. So just curl square, block the running back, slide left, in route X, smart route circle if you have time, motion circle in. I feel like they play off of each other better, more separation. Just all kinds of options here. Going to be hard to guard all of these routes. So I really hope you appreciate it, fellas. I hope it helps your game. Come check me out on Patreon. If not, at least drop me a like on this video. That helps out a lot. Subscribe to the channel. Turn those bell notifications on. And, of course, enjoy the rest of your Madden season.